tonight we're going to do something that we don't normally do. We haven't made very many videos, but in case you haven't noticed, none of them were reviews on a device. So we are going to review a laptop today. I recently bought it for college. And the reason we're reviewing this laptop is because it's not your average laptop. It's made by a company called System76, as you can see from the logo there. And this is their Pangolin Performance laptop. It's a very nice laptop. Very large, got a 15-inch screen. But the thing that sets these laptops apart from other laptop companies is that every computer that System76 makes comes pre-installed with Ubuntu Linux. And the reason being that they do that is so you can avoid software fees on everything, because on most laptops, or computers in general, about a quarter of what you're willing to pay goes straight into software fees. And lucky us, Ubuntu is free. And the reason they use Ubuntu above all other Linux distros that you have the possibility of ever using is because Ubuntu is just known for being easy for people to use. I myself am a hardware guy. I can tell you where electricity will go and this, that, things and such, electronics, whatnot. As far as software goes, I'm not that great. So Ubuntu has a nice, very small learning curve. It's great for beginners. It's pretty easy to use. Looks pretty nice. But overall, this is about the laptop more than the operating system. So as you can see here, this laptop, the Pangolin 15-inch laptop, has a full QWERTY keyboard and a number pad on the side. It comes with THX audio, and I haven't heard of that brand in a while, but I remember older movies, not necessarily older movies, but older for my generation, always had like THX audio. It was the Bose of the 90s, I guess. And it also has an HDMI port. Interesting things about this laptop: it comes with a CD drive on the side, very nice high-speed DVD rewritable drive. It's not a light scribe drive, nor is it a Blu-ray, but the majority of people don't use that on their personal computers. It also has a USB, a microphone, and a headphone jack on this side, if I can hold that up correctly, right around this area. And the other side of the laptop has some nice things too. As you will see here, we have a card reader right here, right under an eSATA port. And then, I can't point with my fingers, there's a USB and a USB. Those are both USB 2.0s. Very nice. And we have an HDMI port, standard gigabit Ethernet, and then a VGA and power, because laptops got to charge stuff and whatnot. And it comes with an Intel Core i3 processor. Very nice. By default, it comes with 2 gigabytes of RAM. That's expandable to, I believe, 16 or 8. It fluctuates from time to time. On this particular laptop, I splurged a little bit. You can't tell it from any other Pangolin laptop, but I got an upgrade on the processor. Normally it's the Intel Core i5 2.3 gigahertz. I got the 2.5 gigahertz. And I got 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Normally it comes with 2. Like I said, the default setting on the hard drive is 250 gigs. Now, as far as networking goes, I did say that it has Ethernet built into it. It also has Wi-Fi built into it. By default, you can get BGN connections, but for about $30 more, this is what I did, because I do a lot of odd networking. You can get the this huge Intel package, and it comes with a standards A, B, G, and N, which means your Wi-Fi can actually connect up into 2 frequencies. B, G, and N uses the 2.4 gigahertz range. That's just the frequency they use. FCC allows it, and then the rest of the world kind of conform to it. And then A standard uses 5 gigahertz. It's a higher frequency. It can't reach as far, and not as many people use it. So if you're a Wi-Fi conscious person and you don't want anybody stealing your Wi-Fi, a good security measure is to use wireless A, simply because it's uncommon. but just kind of beware. A lot of older Wi-Fi devices will not have a 5 gigahertz antenna, whatnot. But overall, this laptop starts out at about $700, and Josh is on his phone. But the way I upgraded it and everything, it cost me $822, and that's no software fees. So, I mean, it's very expensive the way I had it configured, but again, no software. System76 provides special Ubuntu drivers that make Ubuntu a really nice experience on this laptop. They also provide Windows drivers, so if you have, say you bought the Windows 7 disk where you can install it on up to 3 computers, and you have 2 desktops, whatever. I don't know what your situation is, but you have that extra Windows 7 installation, and you don't want to buy a Windows 7 pre-installed computer because you don't want to pay anything in software fees. So go ahead and buy a Linux computer. It really is that simple. It's also a very easy to use laptop. The keyboard is rigid, doesn't bounce much. It's also very flat. You know, none of that pressing there. The trackpad is on this side, and the reason they do that is because of the number pad right here. And I bet I just typed in a bunch of keys to my password. Yep, but I'm not going to log into it. This is not an Ubuntu review. This is just a laptop. Overall, it's very nice. It's about 3 pounds. You know, it weighed like 3.06 pounds on the website. I don't know what it really is, and I don't care. It's nice, it's light, it's big enough to fit into any laptop bag, or should I say small enough. You know, it's big enough to last you a good long time before it's considered a legacy PC, and it's just I've had it for a couple months, and I love this machine, so it's a good machine. However, the Super Key does have the Windows logo on it, and I found out that's just an industry standard. Microsoft made Windows so huge that all keyboards just come with that. Older models had an Ubuntu shaped key, but actually one of the situations I said got very popular. People would buy this laptop and then put Windows on it. It got extremely popular to do that, and System76 actually like wrote their own drivers and got the Intel drivers for the Wi-Fi module and whatnot, the processors, this, that, things and such. Video performance is amazing on this laptop. I believe it has a 256 megabyte video card in it. That's not a gamer's video card, but this is not a gamer's laptop. This is a professional's laptop, or just a regular computing performance laptop. It runs Office applications amazingly. I have not put Windows on it, but I'm sure it works just fine. All the default Ubuntu settings work great. At the moment it's coming in pre-installed with the 64-bit version of Ubuntu 11.04. In a couple months or so, 11.11 is going to come out, and they're going to put it on that. They're very quick to update their own systems. All right. And that was all for our review of the laptop. Thank you for watching.